I just want to show you quickly how you should turn in your project. All right, so it should be a pretty simple process, hopefully, for us. But yeah, I'll just walk you through it. So first of all, I think what you need to know is there are two ways that you could have done this project. Obviously, I bet the majority of you are using Ripple, and if you are, that's the easiest way to submit it as well. All you're going to actually do is just click on this share link and then invite me to look at your project. So you'll just type in swoopit at lmsd.org and invite, and that's really all you have to do. Okay, so that's really it. So that's super simple if you use Ripple. All right, if you used Eclipse to write your project, it's a bit more involved, but not terrible by any means. So the first thing you will need to do is actually go to my Blackboard. Once you're at Blackboard, you should see the weekly plan first of all, right? Click on the link for the current unit that we're working on, which is one input, output, and variables. And the first thing that you'll see will be this project. The video will probably be here as well, so this will look a little bit different for you, but the idea will be the same, right? So I will mention the first thing that is on here is there's the rubric that I'll use. The language explains that you should ignore where I describe like naming conventions and how you're going to submit things in the rubric. It describes how we would normally do things if we're in school and when we're in school, but you can just ignore that for now, right? And instead, just click on the project itself. I'll take you right here. And then click on Browse My Computer. So basically, all you're going to need to do is find the .java file that you created when you wrote your program. Now, this is pretty straightforward, right? I mean, you should have created a workspace when you set up Eclipse. Now, you'll need to know where that workspace is. I don't know where it goes by default, but I believe it usually just goes right to your users folder. So if on the left-hand tab here, you click the name of your name, right? Your laptop user's account. I believe, yeah, it's going to say something just like Eclipse Workspace, I believe by default, right? So this is where mine is by default. If you moved it somewhere, like maybe you decided to put it on your desktop, then just click on your desktop and you should see the folder there. But wherever you put it, that's where it should be. All right, so I'm just going to go with this example here. I'm going to click on Eclipse Workspace. Then I'm going to click on the name of my project. So the name of my project, right now I'm just using test. You're probably going to want to go with something like Project 1, I think is what I probably told you to create it. So again, you should be able to click on the name of the project SRC folder. Now you could have two possibilities here. You might just have the name of your file, so it might say something like project1.java, or you might have another folder, in which case click on that. And again, you just need to find the file that ends in the name .java. I don't want you to select the entire folder. That's not what I'm looking for. You also should not click on this bin folder. If you go to the bin folder, you're going to get something called a class file, which is your code already compiled, and it's not something I can read, right? So navigate to that .java file, hit open, and that's basically it. After you're done, all you got to do is click submit. Maybe it says waiting, and then I got that email saying that it was submitted. I don't know if you see this document. My guess is that you do. And then that is basically it. So that's it. Get this done, and I will catch you next week. Thanks.